Well, I guess this is a fantastic news for my great follower Genghis Khan because, yeah, Petr Yan versus Marlon Moraes. It's targeted for UFC Kazakhstan, and it's kind of great news for him. I'm sure Genghis Khan is super happy because of this, and I can bet on that. So am I too. And yeah, Petr Yan. Well, the UFC is headed to Kazakhstan this summer, and an important matchup between Petr Yan and Marlon Moraes. It might be eyed for the main event slot. It's awesome, man. It's just awesome. It was just stunning when I read that news. I was kind of whoa. It's coming for Kazakhstan for the first time in history. This is a historical moment, a historical achievement in the world of UFC. It's visiting this lovely country, and yeah, thumbs up for Kazakhstan. And now let's break it down. Petr Yan, riding a score of 14-1. He's the former ACB bantamweight champion, and he is one of the guys with the most dominant performance ever. He only lost one battle, very, very tight split decision loss to Magomed Magomedov, and he was having UFC fights against some very, very powerful names. For example, Teruto Ishihara is, according to me, one of the best Japanese guys who have ever stepped inside the cage. Then he was better than Jin Soo-soon, TKOD, Douglas Silva de Andrade, decisioned John Dodson, Jimmy Rivera, and then a spectacular taekwondo high kick of the clinch, left high kick against Uriah Faber, UFC Hall of Famer. And looking back at Petr Yan, he's a master of sports in mixed martial arts, boxing, blue belt in BJJ, very, very dominant fighter. He constantly goes forward, he constantly fights, and he is ready to give everything he has. A wonderful guy, very, very much wonderful guy to watch. He constantly presses his opponents, and I believe Genghis Khan is super happy because of this. So yeah, I'm mentioning you. Of course, I'm mentioning you, my great follower and comrade. And now looking back at Marlon Moraes. Well, Marlon Moraes is a black belt in Muay Thai BJJ. He previously competed at WSOF, riding a score of 23 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw. Looking back at his result, he was the champion of WSOF for pretty much a long time, And yeah, he had victories over some big names. The most important one at WSOF was Shimon Moraes. Then kicked off his UFC run with decision loss to Rafael Sunsal. He defeated then John Dodson, knee to the head, Aljamain Sterling, which was kind of very surprising. Then Jimmy Rivera was knocked out. He then choked out Rafael Sunsal, avenging the loss to Triple Crown Henry Cejudo via those elbows. Kind of surprising match for the vacant UFC Bantamweight Championship. Cejudo took the title. Then he fought Jose Aldo in a match that I believe he lost. I purely believe he lost that fight, but I'm pretty much unsure of that because I really, really believe that he was outworked in that fight. Definitely, I believe that he was outworked by Jose Aldo, and now Jose Aldo fights for the title. I don't know why Dana White let it happen. Now let's break it down. Petr Yan, according to me, is definitely a better fighter on the ground. He has better punches, faster strikes. I mean, short punches are definitely something where he's the best, the most powerful and the fastest guy in the division, and he is very, very tough to take down. So Marlon Moraes will have a very hard time, especially if he sticks to the same strategy like he used to do against Henry Cejudo. I believe Petr Yan has way more chances to win this fight because Marlon Moraes, according to me, was purely outlasted by Jose Aldo. And believe me, Petr Yan has better cardio than Jose Aldo. And Petr Yan is, Marlon let me down too. I will be honest. Marlon let me down too because I believed that he will defeat Jose Aldo. And now, Jose Aldo fights for the title in Bantamweight division. And it's, a slap to the face, if you ask me. So about Petr, definitely Petr Yan, I believe he has better chances. And Petr Yan has these short techniques. He has taekwondo clinch legs, which is, it's not normal in the UFC. But when you try something that's not normal, it's good. You know what happened against Uriah Faber? It's kind of short Oyochagi, however we call it in Taekwondo, but it's a version of a left high kick where you make a slight flexion in your knee, but it passed against Uriah Faber. It was straight to the chin. It was a great knockout. So yeah, I absolutely believe Petr Yan is going to win this match. I give him 65%. And yeah, I mean, someone has to dethrone that triple clown. Whether it's going to be Jose Aldo, whether it's going to be Petr Yan, this guy has to go down. And definitely I hope that will be, if you ask me, Jose Aldo. If not, Petr Yan is going to finish his job. So yeah, go Petr. See you all next time.